सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ॐ श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ॐ श्री वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः। ॐ श्री परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ श्री श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। ॐ अथ श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणान्तर्गत अध्यात्म रामायणान्तर्गत बालकाण्डान्तर्गत पंचम सर्गः श्री महादेव उवाच अहल्या कृत श्री रामचंद्र परमात्मनः स्तोत्रम्. We are seeing the Ahalya Krutha Sri Rama Stotram. All these our morning evening classes should make us understand and make us matured that the entire game is in the mind. The game of defeat of being worldly or the game of success of being spiritual. And always it is in our choice. Whether choose it or not, and even if we choose whether we are sincere or not, relentless or not, everything is in my hands. Like my mind, worldly or spiritual. With the worldliness, my own mind is a liability to give me dukkha. Whether I accept it or not, or I push it aside this thing, because I am an egoistic person. ये ईगो वाला अपने गलतियों को कबूल नहीं करता हो. So I, with my own mind being worldly, I am suffering that I don't accept because I am ego. Ego always makes us do wrong, justify the wrong, never makes us accept the wrong. I continue. अब किसको पड़ी है जब मैं मन में संसार को लाकर दुखी हो रहा हूँ? Even Bhagawan doesn't care me. Then you go through. Again, it is me, my own mind. How much I am filling my mind with the divine thoughts. How much frequently, how intensely, how deeply. To that extent, mind is becoming divinized. Divinized mind is becoming vehicle. Seated in that vehicle, I am reaching to the self or the God, which is my own self. It is in my own hands. So, in the repeated daily listening, it should make us understand how much deeply we have to listen, how much we have to do our homework of contemplation, not only to get convinced about it, but as we saw in the Bhagavata, the two very powerful words of the Nishchaya and Anirveda. Till the Nishchaya comes, and with Anirvedata we go on doing sadhana, the self will not experience me by us, mukti will not come to me. That should grow in my everyday listening. इतना सुन रहा हूं फिर भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा इसलिए छोड़ दूं, या इतना सुन रहा हूं फिर भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि सुन रहा हूं लेकिन समझ नहीं रहा हूं, अब मैं समझने में कोशिश करता हूं. This promotion we have to give to ourselves. So to those who say कि हम समझ गए, अरे but you are not experienced it, अब कोशिश करो experience का. And all that with Nishchaya and with Ananda, with Anirveda, always in that mood. So Ahalya Krutha Rama Stuti, we have seen almost lot of portion. Abhi thoda sa hai कि we have seen 54th mantra. We have total 65. So 54 what is said, as I said yesterday, like in Bhagavata also we saw the latest shloka, the crux of entire Vedanta, Bhagavan's role in the world is mentioned in this verse. And while chanting only you can feel the meaning. We explained yesterday. Karya karana kartrutva phala sadhana vedataha एको विभासि रामत्वं मायया bahurupaya. This one shloka, with all patience possible, listen and try to digest with all subtlety. ओनली 3-4 चीजें इसमें हम बताएंगे जो यहाँ अहल्या जी कह रही है. व्हाट इज दैट? हे राम त्वम एकः, you are one without second. Tvam ekahi eva vibhasi. You one without second alone is appearing as what? Appearing. With what you are appearing? Maya. With that Maya, what you are appearing as Bahurupaya. You being one with your own Maya, you are appearing in so many forms. You are one without second. You only with your own Maya appearing as many. What are those many? Karya. Karya is the entire Sthula Prapancha. Our own body at our level, total Virat Purusha Brahmaanda at the total level, it's always a Karyam, effect, final thing. Karana means all the inner instruments which I have, the 14 of them. So too outside also in the totality, the Karana. And then whether it is inside or outside, the Karana cannot function without the Adhisthana Devatas, is it not? All those Adhisthana Devatas you add in that. Okay, Adhisthana Devatas always support the Karanas. But these Karanas are given to or owned by an individual who wants to become Bhokta by getting the Karma Phala by doing a Karma as a Karta. So I am wanting that Karma Phala, that Phala. That Phala comes only because of this Karma done. Therefore, I wanting to become Bhokta became Karta and did Karma. So the Kartrutva I, the Karanas, okay, and all the Adhisthana Devatas, and I, the Karta, have to hold on to the Karanas in a house. That house is called as body, called as Karya. So the Karya Rupi Deha, Karana Rupi Indriyas and Adhisthana Devatas, Karta me. In this form, one Bhagavan only is appearing. Not only that, Phala and Sadhana. The sadhana of whatever the karma is done, with the karma, whatever the phala came, that also Bhagavan only. एक ही भगवान इतने रूप में है. Point 1. What we have to do now is, now because we are involved in this all drama, the real Bhagavan or the self, we are not able to recognize. And he alone is Ananda Swarupa. He is not recognized, therefore we are not having Ananda. Second side, all these things which we call as Upadhi, they are born in time, born in die in time, they are modifying in between, they are Jada, they are not real. How can they give Ananda? They can't give Ananda, but I am running for them. Therefore, the Dukkha comes in the world not because there is Dukkha in the world. Dukkha comes in the world because we run in the world for Sukha. The not able to get the Sukha is the cause of Dukkha there. This is present position I am in. Then what is to be done now? All of the things for the time being keep aside and reach to that Paramatma who is appearing as all of them. After reaching him, the self in me, staying in him as the self, now you play the any of the role. So, what is the difference between Baddha Sthiti, Mukta Sthiti? In the Baddha Sthiti, the real self is forgotten, lived life only through the Upadhis as Jiva. In the Mukta Sthiti, self is realized, then the game of self itself appearing in many forms is played. If this much is understood, it helps us a lot in our spirituality. Spirituality is all only understanding and abiding in the understanding. सोच लो ये बात समझ में आ गया कि नहीं. So very clearly Ahalya says, Karya, Karana, Kartru, Phala, Sadhana, Vedataha. Oh Rama, you are the only one. Vibhasi Mayaya Bahurupaya. Bahurupa means the Maya with Triguna. It alone is going on becoming many. Appearing as many. Wow. This is what in our Drukdrushya Viveka Adi we have studied. Ki, what is one common in everything is Sachidananda. That one common Sachidananda is not one per head, it is one homogeneous. Therefore, conclude to this point that everywhere what is there commonly as substratum of everything is one without second Sachidananda. Means for every wave, the water is the cause. Is it not? And the cause, the water for every wave is not two. Is it not? Water is one homogeneous. What we see now, many waves. What we are observing, the cause of the wave. What we found, the water. What you have observed, the second wave, it's a wave. Did you observe cause of it? Found. Yeah, what is this? Water. Now, the earlier waves, substratum called water, second wave, substratum water. You observed. What is that? It is not only one, but one without second. Therefore, behind million number of waves, what is there? Only one water. As what? Substratum. Now, from that standpoint, what is the position of the waves? Waves are nothing but on one substratum of the water, Rupa and Nama given to that water. So, Rupa Nama, which is not, be attentive, not the nature of the water, but superimposed on water, made the appearance of the wave. Like the mud has no pot Rupa, pot Nama in it. But on the mud, the Rupa of the pot, Nama of the pot is superimposed. That superimposition, when you value, you call it as pot, forgotten that there is mud behind everything. Again and again contemplate on this. Just like with the mud, thousands of types of the things can be made. So too with water, hundreds of types of waves can be made, waves, bubbles, froth, and all that. Same way from one Paramatma only, Samashti may be Karana Sukshma Stula Jagat. Vyashti may be Karana Sukshma Stula Jagat. And in the Vyashti, millions of varieties are appearing. एक ही परमात्मा, सारे मनुष्य जाति एक ही परमात्मा से एक्सप्रेस हुआ. पशु जाति एक्सप्रेस, वनस्पति जाति, पशु पक्षी जाति, in each of the pashu, pakshi, vanaspati, whatever the variety are there, one Paramatma only is one माया के कारण इतने बहु रूप में वो व्यक्त कर रहे हैं. This is what we have to again and again. And in the deepest understanding of this, what should be understood is Rupa Nama are unreal mithya. Therefore, they have to be rejected. Deeply on the seat of meditation, be attentive. When the Rupa Nama are rejected, you will catch the reality. That is the sadhana to be done with the help of this shloka. See how nicely Ahalya Mata, in simple words, giving us the essence of entire Vedanta. कार्यकरणकर्तृत्व फलसाधनभेदतः एकः विभासि रामत्वं मायया बहुरूपया. Your own Maya, you one only is appearing as Karya Karana Kartru Phaladhana at the individual and total level. That is why there is no place where Paramatma is not there. There is nothing without Bhagavan. But this vision, liberating vision, why doesn't come? Because we are holding on to some names and forms. Why we are holding on to some names and forms? Because we are holding on to this name and form. Therefore, unless we detach from this name and form, we can't get rid of that name and form. Unless we get rid of that which is beyond name and form but projected as name and form, we can't realize that self. ये वाले विचार को इतना हृदय में ले जाना. Then from that the sadhaka is born, who says, now sit quietly, transcend all the Rupa Nama and experience the self which is playing the play of Rupa Nama and seeing or enchanted by this Rupa Nama. I was lost as a Jiva. Enjoying the creation is Ishvara. Getting lost in creation is Jiva. We are lost in the creation. Bhagavan is enjoying. He is not caught up. He only appearing as many. देखो, सबको बोलना मत, बोले तो सुनते नहीं. और जैसा बोलने से उनको ऐतराज नहीं था ऐसा बोलना. लेकिन अपने अंदर इस थॉट को स्ट्रॉन्ग करना. At my individual level, the karya, the deha, The Karana, the 14 of them along with these Adhisthana Devatas, the Karta, the Aham, who is there in the heart. So Eshwar, Hrudenta, Akasha, Tasminnayam Purusho Manomayaha. All of them are one Bhagavan only, so many. It's a theory. Practically, the goal is to reach the Paramatma. Therefore, all these have to be kept aside. Then you reach him. After reaching him, then what is said is obvious to us. One self alone is in the form of multiple. One water has so many waves. One gold has so many ornaments. I told you the other day, in the world, anywhere with gold, any ornament is made, all is gold. And in every ornament, everywhere, every part of the ornament is gold. You may name that part as different. Like you with the gold make the idol of Rama. तो राम का नाक भी, आंख भी, कान भी, धनुर्बाण भी, पाँव भी, खड़ाव भी, everything is Raman. Everything is gold of that particular idol. है कि नहीं? There are some beautiful temples. Ekashila. On one stone only, so many things they carve out. That all is a knowledge or the guidance given to us, an idea given to us. Like in one stone, so many are carved. On one Paramatma only, the multiplicity is carved. The entire Vishwa is Eka Paramatma Vigraha. Paramatma is not Shila, so Eka Shila nahi bola. Eka Paramatma. Strengthen this thought. Why this thought we don't strengthen? Because we can't enjoy the world if this thought is strengthened. And why do you want to enjoy the world? Because of vasanas. And why the vasanas and wanting to enjoy the world? Because of lack of knowledge. What knowledge? That the real Ananda is in Paramatma only. That knowledge is not strongly there. So Paramatma ही सत्स्वरूप है, चित स्वरूप है, आनंद रूप है. इसको भी strong करना है, knowledge. Paramatma only is appearing as so many words, things of the world. ये knowledge भी हमको strong होना है. But the appearing things, because we give them reality and run behind them, instead of giving us sukha, they are giving us dukkha. That also we have to know. Finally, all the appearances have to transcend and see the self beyond all that. ये हमारा strong desire होना है. So our regular listening of Shastras, morning, evening, when we do for some 10-20 years, all these things will happen without giving up. We have to do with faith in Guru, God and Shastra and feeling deep in the heart कि किसी भी कीमत पर मुझे ये शास्त्रों का अति मूल रहस्य समझ में आना है और उनका अभ्यास करके साधना मुझे ऋषि मुनियों का जो मोक्ष का अनुभव है मुझे पाना है. That feeling is very important fuel. And being consistent, regular is the second thing. Then keep on listening. These things will be thoroughly understood. One Lord only appearing as many, theoretically, but among so many, I am lost in one and I am trying to get sukha from that illusory. It will never come. It will only be tempting me. So to be sukhi, I have to know the Lord or self in me. For that, I have to keep all these aside. That is all. Once you know the Lord self, play the game. Yena ishitaha bhagasavascharanti in the Bhagavatam. Here also, one Lord is playing. Main hu har jagah. This is what is the quotation in Vishnu Sahasrana. Aham manurabhavam. So too it came in the Brahadaranyaka Upanishad Parayanam today. You know that Vamadeva, after experiencing, he says, I am the Brahma, I am the Manus, I am the Chaturdash Bhuvanas, I am the all the Rishi Gana, Devata Gana, Prajapati Gana. मैं ही इतने रूप में आया हूँ. मैं means not this मैं, the real self. So this is what Ahalya's beautiful one shloka answer. Now in this, to come to this understanding only all study of Shastra. After coming to this level, don't miss this understanding. Don't miss the main crucial crux. Crux is what? सारे विश्व के हर नाम रूप के रूप में भगवान ही है. Why? Because before creation he alone was there. After the creation he alone will be there. Therefore in between everything comes, it has to come from him only. Second is what? His nature is Satya, because therefore he can never become a Satya. His nature is Chitta, because therefore he never become a Chitta. Third reason is what? Every Rupa Nama has in their substratum Satya Chitta. That Satya Chitta is Bhagavan only. When you think strongly, no, deeply, the Bhagavan's presence का पलड़ा भारी हो जाएगा, रूप नाम का पलड़ा कम हो जाएगा. When you don't think, that time only रूप नाम becomes important, like in any person. When you go into the nature of that person, habit of that person, you will understand that person more truly, whether good or bad. But only see the रूप नाम, you will never understand. तो अर्लियर शादी कराना हो तो उनके गुणगान को, उनके बैकग्राउंड को, फैमिली को, कुंडली सब देखकर मैच फिक्स करते थे, देखकर. देयरफॉर दे यूज्ड टू लॉन्ग लास्ट. नाउ ओनली रूप नाम ऊपर का देख लिया, अंदर का नहीं देखा, इसलिए रूप नाम का जो भी इंटरेस्ट अट्रैक्शन चला गया, ओनली फाइटिंग एंड डिस्ट्रक्शन. हो रहा है कि नहीं? Just like it is happening in the families or the marriages, same way. When we see very superficially without thinking, we see Rupanama as real and we are lost. But when you think deeply, as we said now, we understand Rupanama is only superimposition. It's very unreal. The real is Andarka. Sachidananda Paramatma. What are the reasons I said? Before the Rupanama of the world created, Sachidananda was there. After also, Sachidananda alone will be there. In between also, Sachidananda alone is appearing in these forms. Point one. Second is, anything you say as Rupanama, it can never exist without existence or consciousness. Therefore, they don't have their own individual presence, independence. Third is, Paramatma being Sat and Chita, he never becomes Asat or Achit, he is always there. अब इतने चीज आप मन में लो तो आपको पता है यही रियल है. ये बातें ही वेदांत बताती है, यही हमको बार बार सुनना है. The more we give value to Rupanama appear as real, the reality is forgotten. The more we study Shastra and become deeper in contemplation, to that extent, the self or reality or Bhagavan understood and accepted to be real, substantial thing. To that extent, Nama Rupa are found to be not real. That is the homework we have to do. होगा, धीरे धीरे करो, जितना हो सकता है उतना ही करना, करते रहना बस, पीछे नहीं मुड़ना, बाहर नहीं चले जाना. Don't go away from this track. Like when you are in the line of Tirupati or Vaishno Devi Darshanam, don't go out of that chamber and move slowly. One day you will have Darshanam. The purpose of having such a huge line for Bhagavad Darshan is only to teach this. Be in the line and go on moving. Your turn also will come to have the Bhagavan's Darshana. So too, don't leave the path of study, Mananam, Chintanam. What was not understood 2 years back is understood today. So too, what is not understandable today will be understood after 2 years. So too, what we couldn't do 2 years back, sadhana, we are able to do now. What we are now able to today, it will be done after a few years. What we were not able to do in the earlier life, we have achieved some extent today, this life. Or what we are not able to do this life, next life we will achieve. This with positivism, optimism and positivity, never give up, then the things will be understood. We have to listen, we have to analyze, we have to understand, we have to get convinced, we have to practice, we have to relentlessly, continuously practice. At the time of the practices, all the difficulties, all the problems, all the challenges imposed from within and without, negotiating all of them, when we keep on moving, then we reach destination. These slokas help us. Okay. Now, Tanmaya, that's what. Without studying the shloka, what is said in the next sloka, we have already spoken. What is it? Tanmaya mohita dhiyaha tvam na jananti tattvataha manusham tvabhimanyante mainam parameshwaram. Tanmaya mohita dhiyaha. Those intellects of the people who are deluded by your maya, tvam na jananti tattvataha. They don't know you in your essential self. Naturally, they don't know them their own essential self also. And they consider themselves as Manushya. Obviously, they consider you as also Manushya. So, Manusham tva abhimanyante mainam parameshwaram. You are the Parameshwara who are the wielder of Maya, but they take you as only Manushya. That's what Gita also. Avajananti mam mudhaha manushim tanumasritam. So here Ahalya is talking to Rama and she is addressing him and saying कि लोग अपने बुद्धि में आपके माया कारण अज्ञान से आपको मनुष्य मान रहे हैं. So in that unsaid things are what? Every human being thinks he is a human being identifying with the upadhi, forgets his real essential self. To such person, every other beings also with rupa nama, whatever the jati, even Bhagavan comes, they talk to Bhagavan as another human being only. All that is where problem happening. Mohita dhiyaha. The buddhis are deluded. Buddhi is the understanding. And understanding is right when you have the using of the buddhi through viveka with the right authority. बुद्धि को विवेक करने में यूज करते हुए राइट अथॉरिटी से करोगे तो सही समझदारी आएगा. अथॉरिटी नहीं है, बुद्धि में विवेक नहीं है, तो बुद्धि तो मोहित हो ही जाएगा. इज इट नॉट दैट? एंड व्हाट इज भगवान्स माया व्हिच इज deluding the buddhi? Rajas and tamas. When my buddhi is not sattvic and knowledge oriented, it is rajasic, the karma oriented, tamasic, the bhoga oriented. That is called as the mohita by Bhagavan's maya. Bhagavan is maya. It has two negative aspects, one positive aspect. Negative aspects are the rajatamas, positive is sattvic. So we are given the buddhi. My buddhi, when deluded by the negative aspect of Bhagavan's maya called as rajas tamas, I am lost. I take myself as human being, everybody is human being, or everything as real. Even Bhagavan ko bhi manusya mante. But same my buddhi takes support of the positive aspect of Maya Bhagavan called as the Sattva Guna and uses Sattva Guna for Tattva Chintanam, then that buddhi will understand Bhagavan's reality intellectually. Then in the meditational seat, that buddhi's understanding becomes experience, buddhi is transcended. But others who are deluded in their buddhi because of your rajotamo maya, tam na jananti, they don't know you tattvataha in your essential self. And what do they do? Take you as a manusham to abhimanyante, आपको तो लोग मनुष्य मानते हैं. And आप कौन हो हकीकत में? माइनम परमेश्वरम. You are Parameshwara, wielder of Maya, who is the imaginator or the manifestor of the entire world. This is the another thing. Therefore, what we have to do? हे भगवान, मेरे बुद्धि पे आपके माया से जो रजो तमो बैठा है वो सब निकाल कर आप एक की कृपा रूपी माया जो सत्वगुणी है उसको भर दो. With the sattva let my buddhi only always read shastra, study shastra, contemplate on the theme of the shastra and get convinced about the mithyatva of the jagat and reality of the you or self. The same buddhi take me in meditation to the higher and higher heights, may I experience you. ऐसा हमको प्रेयर करना है. Okay, now आकाशवत्वं सर्वत्र बहिरन्तर्गतो मलः असंगो ह्यचलो नित्यः शुद्धो बुद्धः सदव्ययः. See, there are heavy dose श्लोकास everyone of them. That's why एक या दो श्लोक से ज्यादा हम नहीं कर पा रहे हर दिन. तो मैं क्या करूं बिना समझाए? I don't feel justified. Justifying. I don't feel justifying, I don't stand justified in the eyes of the Guru and Shastra. Akashavat Tvam. So she is addressing Rama, who is in the Rupa Nama Rupa. आप तो आकाश के समान है. सर्वत्र, you are everywhere there. बहि अंतः गतः, you are inside and outside. अंतर्बहिश्च तत् सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणः स्थितः. So like the Akasha is inside the hall, outside the hall, and within the walls, which is separating the space to be inside and outside, in that also Akasha is there. That is the beauty of Akash. In the same way, Paramatma is in and every being, outside every being, in between every being. मेरे में वही परात्मा, आप में वही परात्मा, आप दोनों के हम दोनों के बीच में जो जगह है उन सब में भी परमात्मा ही है. As Satchidananda. So Akashavat Tvam Sarvatra Bahi Antaha Gataha. You are inside also, outside also. Some upadhis make the words of inside and outside, otherwise in you there is nothing inside and outside. Some upadhis make you appear as in and out. आकाश में बाहर अंदर नहीं होता, बाहर का आकाश अंदर का आकाश, ये हम आकाश में ही एक दीवार बनाकर कहते हैं. और अमलहा, you are immaculate, purest. Asangaha, you never get attached to anything including Maya. Achalaha, there is no place where you are not there, therefore you can't move. Nityaha, you are eternal. Shuddhaha, one without second. Buddhaha, Pure consciousness, Satu, pure existence, Avyaya, never decaying. Every word is meditative again. अब एक एक पद ले लूँ तो मैं फिर 1 घंटा हो जाएगा. Anyway, in other texts, in other countries, we are studying them. तो आज आपको होमवर्क के लिए छोड़ देता हूँ मैं. हो गया? Then she says, योषित मूढ़ा हमज्ञा ते तत्त्वं जाने कथं विभो तस्मात् ते शतशः राम नमस्कुर्यामि अनन्यधीः. Now she is so humble, says, I am Yoshit, I am a woman, Moodha, by nature deluded, therefore Agnya, ignorant I am. Te tattam katam jane vibhav. How can I know your tattva, Lord? Means what? Without grace I can't know. If I have known it, it's by your grace. Or I am speaking intellectually, but experientially I have not known. These intellectual experience speaking also by your grace it came. Make it experiential to me. So in that way, the hidden things you can understand. Though literally what she says, I am Yoshit, therefore Muda and Agnya. I am a woman, deluded and ignorant. How can I know you by Tattva? If at all I know, it is by your grace. So if I know it by now, it is your grace. If I don't know, shower your grace and make me know. All the possibilities, probabilities you understand. But literal meaning is what? Her humbleness. मैं कहाँ के अबला हूँ, योषित हूँ, मूढ़ा हूँ, अज्ञा हूँ. How can I know your tattva? And finally, Rama tattva has to be known as Atma tattva only. Then only the knowledge is complete. Then tasmat, therefore, hey Rama, te shatasha namaskuryami. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of namaskar I am doing you. Ananyadhihi, with my single pointed, concentrated, devotional mind. Ahalya doing namaskar to Rama. Namaskar, Ananyadhihi. Then she is praying. The beautiful things, I can conclude all of them. कल कर करके ना एक आध दो श्लोक भी हम आगे जाएंगे. अगले सर्ग भी कल से करेंगे. आज इतना कहेंगे. देव में यत्र कुत्रापि स्थिताया अपि सर्वदा त्वत्पाद कमले सक्ता भक्तिरेव सदास्तु मे. O Lord, wherever you I am born, please see that my devotion at your feet is always kept intact. क्या बढ़िया है कि नहीं भाव. देखो आत्मा रूप में मैं ही सब हूँ, बस जब एक्सप्रेस होना है किसी देही होने में एज एन इंडिविजुअल, भगवान के चरण के हम भक्त दास, आत्मज्ञानी भगवत चरण दास, ये दोनों ही विल नॉट हैव एनी संसार. In between वाले neither have the self knowledge nor surrender to God, take himself as an individual with upadhi. He is the one who does all mischief and suffers. And next sloka, Namaste Purushadhyaksha, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, Namaste Sturshikesha, Narayana Namostute. How wonderful these mantras. You know, हे पुरुषाध्यक्ष, हे भक्तवत्सल, हे ऋषिकेश, हे नारायण, मैं आपको प्रणाम कर रहा हूँ. Again, each of the word has indicative meaning about Lord for our meditation. I really am fascinated with Adhyatma Ramayanam, how in simple words everything about Bhagavan is revealed. But we are able to come to the level of understanding is because of our background of all other Upanishad study. बिना उन सब का ये हमको ऊपर से चले आता. ये सब skip करके सिर्फ कथा बोलेंगे. Like all the Bhagavatkas only tell katha. There's no katha in Bhagavat. It's only meditation and total highest surrender. But they only tell katha. सुनने वालों को पसंद नहीं होता तत्व सुनना. In this also, Adhyatma Ramayana very fascinating because of this beautiful simple words at Shastra. We are able to understand because we studied earlier. Anyway, what is the few more slokas completing this stuti? Tomorrow we will do it. And Falastuti will also be told. थोड़ा 10 मिनट लेकर के हम कल करेंगे. आज थोड़ा महा संपन्न करेंगे. सर्वम श्री रामार्पणमस्तु. वन मोर डे. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. So let us do our everyday like Parayanam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokya Nathaya श्री महाविष्णवे नमः। ओम भाग्याब्धिचंद्रिका भक्तचित्तकेकि घनागना रोगभरतदम्भोळिर्मृत्युदारु कुठारिकायै नमो नमः। ओम नासै रोगहरै सवपेरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। ओम श्री हनुमद्वीराय नमः। ओम श्री हनुमते 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 नमः। शिवमन्त्रम् ओम नमस्ताराय नमः शंभवे च मयो भवे च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कर च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ओम नमः शिवाय। 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 ओम नमः वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. Some place now we have to stay for a month, and throughout the day, 1 or 2 classes of Vedanta, 1 class of Bhakti, 1 class of only taking random some of the other stotras. Books also will be in your hand. Just chant them and at the feet of the Lord. ऐसा वाला जीवन. No tension, no anxiety. Just थोड़ा mind को prepare करके, a very tamasic mind, agitated mind will find it as a hell in such type of ashrams where these spiritual things are done. So that preparation you have, and for that month committed. सुबह वेदांत सुना, दोपहर में एक वेदांत सुना, 4 बजे एक भक्ति का क्लास सुना, शाम को 7 से 8:30 9 थोड़े ऐसे स्तोत्र पढ़े, झूमते हुए भगवान के चरण में spend the days. Now we are doing that only. Thing is, you are not in front, so I can't give you the book for the chantings. For other classes, you only have the book, using it as takya. Okay, now let us do Bhagavan Adi Shankara Krutha Stotram. Sri Krishna Ashtakam as well as Sri Achyutash. Om Ata Sri Adi Shankara Krutha Sri Krishna Ashtaka Achyutashtaka Stotra Nam Parayanam Sri Krishna Anugradvarena Krishna Anubhav Siddhyartham Sanatana Dharmasya Vaidik Samskrutehe Vishwavyaptyarthancha. After this, we do Kanakadhara Stotram. तो नॉर्थ इंडियंस को ज़्यादा सुनने को नहीं मिलता, हम वो भी पढ़ेंगे आज, because today 4th day of Navaratras where Mahalakshmi is worshipped. Okay. ओम अत श्री आद्य शंकर कृत श्री कृष्णाष्टकम् ओम भजे व्रजैकमण्डनं समस्तपापखण्डनं स्वभक्तचित्तरञ्जनं सदैव नन्दनन्दनं सुपिञ्चगुच्छमस्तकं सुनादवेणुहस्तकम् अनङ्गरङ्गसागरं नमामि कृष्णनागरं मनोजगर्वमोचनं विशाललोललोचनं विधूतगोपशोचनं नमामि पद्मलोचनं करारविन्दभूधरं स्मितावलोकसुन्दरं महेन्द्रमानधारणं नमामि कृष्णवारणं कदम्बसूनकुण्डलं सुचारुगण्डमण्डलं व्रजाङ्गनैकवल्लभं नमामि कृष्णदुर्लभं यशोदया समोदया सगोपया सनन्दया युतं सुखैकदायकं नमामि गोपनायकं सदैव पादपङ्कजं मदीयमानसे निजं ददानमुक्तमालकं नमामि नन्दबालकं समस्तदोषशोषणं समस्तलोकपोषणं समस्तगोपमानसं नमामि नन्दलालसं भुवो भरावतारकं भवाब्धिकर्णधारकं यशोमती किशोरकं नमामि चित्तचोरकं दृगन्तकान्तभङ्गिनं सदा सदालसङ्गिनं दिने दिने नवं नवं नमामि नन्दसम्भवं गुणाकरं सुखाकरं कृपाकरं कृपावरं परं सुरद्विषन्निकन्दनं नमामि गोपनन्दनं नवीनगोपनागरं नवीनकेळिलं पटं नमामि मेघसुन्दरं तटित्प्रभालसत्पटं समस्तगोपनन्दनं हृदम्बुजैकमोदनं नमामि कुञ्जमध्यगं प्रसन्नभानुशोभनं निकामकामदायकं दृगन्तचारुसायकं रसालवेणुगायकं नमामि कुञ्जनायकं विदग्धगोपिका मनोज्ञतल्पशायिनं नमामि कुञ्जकानने प्रवृद्धवह्निपायिनं किशोरकान्तिरञ्जितं दृगञ्जनं सुशोभितं गजेन्द्रमोक्षकारिणं नमामि श्रीविहारिणं यदा तदा यथा तथा तथैव कृष्णसत्कथा मया सदैव गीयतां तथा कृपा विधीयतां प्रमाणिकाष्टकद्वयं जपत्यधीत्य यः पुमान् भवेत् स नन्दनन्दने भवे भवे सुभक्तिमान् भवेत् स नन्दनन्दने भवे भवे सुभक्तिमान् इति श्री आद्यशङ्कर कृत श्रीकृष्णाष्टकस्तोत्रम् श्री वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं. That stotram we thought, but there is another also. And see Bhagavan Shankara, when we read his Bhashya on Vedanta, how sublimely speaks. Same Shankara, when you see him through these Bhakti Stotras, you can see Parama Bhakta in him. So that Adi Shankara alone should be the guidance and inspiration and ideal and authority for us. ज्ञान में पराकाष्ठा, भक्ति में पराकाष्ठा, योग में पराकाष्ठा, कर्म में. And his karma as a sannyasi was only to do the prachara of the shastras. So karma yogi, jnana yogi, ashtanga yogi, bhakta, all four are there in him. That's our great, grand, wonderful Adi Shankara Bhagavan. Sri Adi Shankara Charanau, Sharanam Prapadye, Bhava Shankara Deshika, Me Sharanam. Achyuta Ashtakam also. We have Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Hari Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Bhaje. Like that, there is another Achyuta Ashtakam. Other than that. Om Ata Shri आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत श्री अच्युताष्टकम् ओम. अच्युताच्युत हरे परमात्मा अच्युताच्युत हरे परमात्मन् रामकृष्ण पुरुषोत्तम विष्णु वासुदेव भगवन् निरुद्ध श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं विश्वमंगल विभो जगदीश नंदनंदन नृसिंह नरेन्द्र मुक्तिदायक मुकुंद मुरारे श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं रामचंद्र रघुनायक देव दीननाथ दुरितक्षयकारिन् यादवेन्द्र यदुभूषण यज्ञ श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं देवकीतनय दुःखदवाग्ने राधिकारमण रम्य सुमूर्ते दुःखमोचन दयार्णवनाथ श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं गोपिकावदन चन्द्रचकोर नित्य निर्गुण निरंजन जिष्णु पूर्णरूप जय शंकर शर्व श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं गोकुलेश गिरिधारण धीर यामुनाच तटखेलन वीर नारदादि मुनि वंदित पाद श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं द्वारकाधिप दुरंत गुणाब्धे प्राणनाथ परिपूर्ण भवारे ज्ञानगम्य गुणसागर ब्रह्मन् श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं दुष्टनिर्दलन देवदयाळो पद्मनाभधरणीधर धन्विन् रावणान्तकरमेश मुरारे श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषम् अच्युताष्टकमिदं रमणीयं निर्मितं भवभयं विनिहन्तुं यः पठेद्विषयवृत्तनिवृत्तिं जन्मदुःखमखिलं स जहाति यः पठेद्विषयवृत्तिनिवृत्तिं जन्मदुःखमखिलं स जहाति श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषं श्रीपते शमय दुःखमशेषम् इति श्री आद्यशंकर कृत अच्युताष्टकं संपूर्णं. टुमारो भवानी अष्टकम अन्नपूर्णा स्तुति, then देवी अपराध सूर्य अंजनेय भुजंग, then ब्रह्मावली गंगा. So there are there 5 दिन लगेगा. Now today being the 4th day, Mahalakshmi's puja, during Navaratras we pray to Lord Mother Lakshmi Devi, asking her to shower the Kanaka dhara for us, the Kanaka of outer wealth also, inner good qualities, knowledge, wisdom, all of them leading to all joyful life of ours every moment. Let that Kanaka dhara Mata give us. So Kanaka dhara stotram of Adi Shankara. For 5 minutes let us chant. Om Atashri Adi Shankaracharya Krutha Sri Kanakadhara Stotram. Om Vande Vandaru Mandaram Indirananda Kandalam Amandananda Sandoha Bandhuram Sindhurananam. Om Angam Hare Pulakabhushanamashrayanti Vrunganganeva Mukula Bharanantamalam Angikruta Kila Vibhotirapangaleela मांगल्यदास्तु मम मंगलदेवतायाः मुग्धा मुहुर्विदधते वदने मुरारेः प्रेमत्रपा प्रणिहितानि गतागतानि मालादृशोर्मधुकरीव महोत्पलेया सा मे श्रियन्ति शतसागरसम्भवायाः विश्वामरेन्द्रपदविभ्रमदानदक्षं आनन्दहेतुरधिकं मुरविद्विषोऽपि ईशन्निशीततु मयि क्षणमीक्षणार्धम् इन्दीवरोदरसहोदरमिन्दिरायाः आमीलिताक्षमधिगम्य मुदा मुकुन्दौ आनन्दकन्दमनिमेषमनङ्गतन्त्रम् आकेकर स्थितकनीनिकपक्ष्मनेत्रं भूत्यै भवेन्मम भुजङ्गशयाङ्गनायाः कालाम्बुदाळिललितोरसिकैठभारेः धाराधरे स्फुरति या तडिदङ्गनेव मातुः समस्तजगतां महनीयमूर्तिः भद्राणि मे दिशतु भार्गवनन्दनायाः बाह्वन्तरे मुरजितश्रितकौस्तुभेया हारावळीव हरिनीलमयी विभाते कामप्रदा भगवतोऽपि कटाक्षमाला कल्याणमावहतु मे कमलालयायाः प्राप्तं पदं व्रतमतः खलु यत्प्रभावात् माङ्गल्यभाजि मधुमाथिनि मन्मथेन मय्यापतेत्तदिह मन्दरवीक्षणार्धं मन्दालसञ्चमकरालय कन्यकायाः दद्याद्दयानुपवनो द्रविणाम्बुधाराम् अस्मिन्न किञ्चन विहङ्गशिशौ विषण्णे दुष्कर्म कर्ममपनीय चिराय दूरं नारायण प्रणयिनी नयनाम्बुवाहः इष्टाविशिष्टमतयोऽपि नयादयार्द्र दृष्ट्यास्त्रिविष्टपपदं सुलभं लभन्ते दृष्टिः प्रहृष्टकमलोदरदीप्तिरिष्टां पुष्टिं कृषेष्ट मम पुष्करविष्ठरायाः गीर्देवतेति गरुडध्वजसुन्दरीति शाकम्भरीति शशिशेखरवल्लभेति सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयकेलिषु संस्थितायै तस्यै नमस्त्रिभुवनैकगुरोस्तरुण्यै श्रुत्यै नमोऽस्तु शुभकर्मफलप्रसूत्यै रत्यै नमोऽस्तु रमणीयगुणार्णवायै शक्त्यै नमोऽस्तु शतपत्रनिकेतनायै पुष्ट्यै नमोऽस्तु पुरुषोत्तमवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु नालीकनिभाननायै नमोऽस्तु दुग्धोदधिजन्मभूम्यै नमोऽस्तु सोमामृतसोदरायै नमोऽस्तु नारायणवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु हेमाम्बुजपीठिकायै नमोऽस्तु भूमण्डलनायिकायै नमोऽस्तु देवादिदयापरायै नमोऽस्तु शार्ङ्गायुधवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु देव्यै भृगुनन्दनायै नमोऽस्तु विष्णोरुरसिस्थितायै नमोऽस्तु लक्ष्म्यै कमलालयायै नमोऽस्तु दामोदरवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु कान्त्यै कमलेक्षणायै नमोऽस्तु भूत्यै भुवनप्रसूत्यै नमोऽस्तु देवादिविरर्चितायै नमोऽस्तु नन्दात्मजवल्लभायै सम्पत्कराणि सकलेन्द्रियनन्दनानि साम्राज्यदानि विभवानि सरोरुहाक्षि त्वद्वन्दनानि दुरिताहरणोद्यतानि मामेव मातरनिशङ्कलयन्तु मान्ये यत्कटाक्षसमुपासनाविधिः सेवकस्य सकलार्थसम्पदः सन्तनोति वचनाङ्गमानसैः त्वां मुरारिहृदयेश्वरीं भजे सरसिजनिलये सरोजहस्ते धवळतमां शुकगन्धमाल्यशोभे भगवति हरिवल्लभे मनोज्ञे त्रिभुवनभूतिकरिप्रसीद मह्यं दिग्गस्तिभिः कनककुम्भमुखावसृष्ट स्वर्वाहिनी विमलचारुजलाप्लुताङ्गीं प्रातर्नामामि जगतां जननीमशेष लोकादिनाथगृहिणीम् अमृताब्धिपुत्रीं कमले कमलाक्षवल्लभे त्वं करुणापूरतरङ्गितैरपाङ्गैः अवलोकय मामकिञ्चनानां प्रथमं पात्रमकृत्रिमं दयायाः बिल्वाटवीमद्यलसत् सरोजे सहस्रपत्रे सुखसन्निविष्टाम् अष्टापदाम्बोरुहपाणिपद्मां सुवर्णवर्णां प्रणमामि लक्ष्मीं कमलासनपाणिना ललाटे लिखितामक्षरपङ्क्तिमस्य जन्तोः परिमार्जय मातरङ्घ्रिणते धनिकद्वारनिवासदुःखदोग्ध्रीम् अम्भोरुहं जन्मगृहं भवत्याः वक्षस्थलं भर्तृगृहं मुरारेः कारुण्यतः कल्पय पद्ममासे लीलागृहं मे चरणारविन्दं हृदयारविन्दं लीलागृहं मे हृदयारविन्दं स्तुवन्ति ये स्तुतिभिरमोभिरन्वहं त्रयीमयीं त्रिभुवनं मातरं रमां गुणादिका गुरुतरभाग्यभाजिनः भवन्ति ते भुवि बुधभाविताशयाः भवन्ति ते भुवि बुधभाविताशयाः स्वर्णधारा स्तोत्रं यत् शङ्कराचार्यनिर्मितं त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नित्यं स कुबेरसमो भवेत् स कुबेरसमो भवेत् इति श्रीमद्शङ्करभगवत्कृतं कनकधारास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम् ब्यूटिफुल टुमारो अष्टलक्ष्मी स्तोत्रम then Mahalakshmi Ashtakam 2 or maybe 1 day after tomorrow Lakshmi Ashtotra Shatanamavali anything related to that then after that 3 days we'll do for Mother Saraswati. Thank you. Om Bhurbhusvaha Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane Brahmarpanam Brahmavir Brahmagno Brahmavatena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhanam Madhyamadhyamadapanayam Uttarabhoshnamastapada Prakshanachmana Tambula Nirajanancha दर्शयामि ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन्मोहन कृष्ण बाल गोपाल वेणुगानलोल वेदांत वेद्य नवनीत चो भक्त जनाधार परम दयावार्ति मुक्ति गीतामृत दात परम योगीश पार्थ सारूप तत्र सूर्य उपादारकम नेमा नारायणाग्नि वंदासराम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो नमो मंगलमूर्तया ब्रह्म ओम श्याम रामचंद्र भगवान की जय राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योगवास पातंजलि योगसूत्र अध्यात्म रामायण सूत्र संहिता शिवपुराण समस्त सनातन वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति श्रुति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय विश्वामित्र विश्ववाल्मीकि तुलसीदास आदि रामायणाचार्य की जय वेद व्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय आज की आनंद की जय नमः पार्वती वदे हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद ध्यान की जीवन स्मृति जय राम राम बोलो श्री आदिपराशक्ति माता की जय श्री महालक्ष्मी माता की जय। बोलो भाई सारे भक्त श्रोता जिज्ञासु साधक सेवक गण की जय। वन मोर डे इन द फीट ऑफ द लॉर्ड। वेरी गुड। फटाफट जिंदगी भगवान के स्मरण में गुजर रहा है, और भी इंटेंस हो जावे और तड़प के साथ करें, ताकि अतिशीघ्र भगवत करुणा से भगवत अनुभूति मिले। धन्यवाद। कल मिलेंगे।